Good morning. Good morning and welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living Cultural Coast. I'm Teresa Fieberts, and you are a bright light. A bright light. At home, I can see your light. For what I know is within each one of us, there is that spark, that flame, that essence of the one. And I love that we come together once a week to remind each other that, to reflect back to each other that spark of spirit. This whole month, we are talking about mysticism in the holy days. There are something like, I don't know, 9, 10, 11, 14 holidays in the month of December. Different cultures, different religions. And what I'd love for us to do is to feel it, to really embody the essence of what we celebrate during this time of year. A common theme for mystics is light, is an altered state of consciousness, a higher awareness, an intimate communion with the one, with that higher self, that creator, the essence of life. And every religion has had their mystical side, right? They're mystics, they're saints. Yeah. So I want us to be that. And I know that we can. I know that we are. So I'd like us to step into it a little deeper, maybe even fall into it this month together. Ernest Holmes said that mysticism is not mysterious. It is available to everyone all the time. So as I look out there, I see mystics. I see mystics. Yeah. And so my plan is that we're going to utilize the modality of music, even in a greater way this whole month. And so we have the opportunity to allow sound to bring us into that sacred space. So we're going to begin today this month's series on living out loud as a mystic and the mysticism of the holy days with a sound bath, with sound therapy, with the presence of the sacred through sound. And so you're in for a real treat. So let's just bring ourselves into consciousness together as we begin our time with an intention. So far be it from me to set your intention, so let me give you this space to set your own intention for the month of December, for this time of the holy days, with the idea of what is the mystic within seeking. I do believe that each one of us are seekers. And I love that we come together in community to do that. And when we do it individually and collectively, we're allowing ourselves to really experience the fullness of what it means to commune. So I affirm for each one of us that intention to realize a deeper sense of the spirituality, the spiritual nature of the universe, to find that spark within, to feel its essence, its fire, its flame, is already known. That the way is made easy, it is grace-filled, it is comforting. And I know when we do it together, we are uplifted. The vibration is enhanced. The feeling of love, the depth of peace, the ability to experience the present in, as, and through our relationships with others is heightened. This is a grand opportunity in this moment. It's a transformative moment to stake our claim and collectively to know that it is already realized. And so I give great thanks for that one mind, for the essence, for spirit here now, lifting and loving and lighting our way during the holy days. This I know to be true, this I expect to experience, so I give thanks in advance, for so it is. For so it is. So I am going to turn it over now to Zoe and Pedro. We'll talk more about them. Well, no, let me just tell you now that you can find them around town, individually, collectively, together with others. There, Zoe has you can click on her, with your phone and find all the places, but she also on her YouTube channel has meditations that you can just sink into at any time, day or night, and I encourage you to do so. They're beautiful, just as you're going to experience. Thank you.
I had a number of things planned here, but I'm going to improvise based on Teresa's words. fiery fingers. Yes, I got fiery hands. When I get up into heaven, I'm gonna join the fiery band. Just as long as I'm in this world, I am the light of this world. Just as long as I'm in this world, I know the light of this world. Way down the streets they flow to river, and rivers to the sea. It goes coming down and touch my hand. Now the songs that flow to me. Just as long as I'm in this world, I am the light of this world. Just as long as I'm in this world, I know the light of this world. If I had a dollar, and if I had a dime, I surely find me a better way just to spend up all my time. Just as long as I'm in this world, I am the light of this world. Just as long as I'm in this world, I know the light of this world. Yes, now we got fiery fingers. Say we got fiery hands. When we get up to heaven, we are gonna join the fiery band. Just as long as we're in this world, I know the light of this world. Just as long as I'm in this world, I am the light of this world. Just as long as this world, I am the light of this world. Just as long as we're in this world, we are.
So as Teresa mentioned, for the next few weeks, we're going to be talking about mysticism. And I think I had a mystical experience this morning. As I'm coming here, about 9:30, I had my water bottle, and it spilled all over my driver's side seat. And so I grabbed this really thick towel that I have, and I sat on it. And as I'm coming over here, I'm going, oh man, it seeped through. So the water's seeping through. So I go, I don't want to turn back. Then when I got here, I asked Bobby to see, how bad is it, Bobby? So he took a picture of it and showed it to me. I go, okay, I still have an hour and a half for it to dry, so it dried. So, mysticism is a pursuit of a direct experience with the divine, or ultimate reality beyond words, rituals, or doctrines. A religious person can have rigidity about rules out of sheer fear of God, whereas a mystic adopts a flexible approach towards religion or spirituality, and their heart is full of love for God and fellow human beings. It is said that to be a mystic is to experience things of a mystical nature, such as chanting mantras, meditation, and even an extreme affinity for nature, amongst others. To be religious is to follow dogma, such as following the doctrine of a belief of a religion or political system, although some religions have a mystical component to them. How do you distinguish spirituality and mysticism? There really isn't a simple answer to this question. In most religions and spiritual practices, there are always and will always be subsets of mystics. Some mystics believe, and others believe about them, that they have a special and deeper connection to God. They spend more time in that connection to deepen it than most practitioners of their corresponding faith or spiritual group. They have a deeper bond that they are in union with, which manifests in their thoughts and actions in their everyday lives. A mystic can be spiritual and vice versa. It is said that spirituality describes the path within, where mysticism is not necessarily a path, but an experience of an esoteric nature. In Buddhism, there's a metaphor for the introspective path, which is like peeling an onion. Mysticism is what's found after taking off the last layer. Without getting to that point, one won't know what mysticism is. Mysticism may serve as a medium to convey the truth, and sometimes may be a part of the experience in our spiritual journey. I like this one here. Mysticism has also been referred to as a state of realization and the state of unification with the divine. I'm going to read that again. Mysticism has also been referred to as a state of realization and a state of unification with the divine. Mysticism and spirituality offer frameworks for exploring life's big questions, finding personal meaning, and connecting to a larger sense beyond material concerns. Mystical experiences in particular may offer profound moments of transcendence, bliss, or unity, leading to feelings of awe and connectedness. It is important to note that mysticism and spirituality can vary greatly across cultures, religions, and individual beliefs. People may find different paths and approaches that resonate with their personal journeys of self-discovery, meaning-making, and connection to the divine. Many of us have experienced mysticism when we have an aha moment. Mystics may also enter a more profound state of contemplation and may experience the presence of God in every waking moment. We do not know what the road ahead of us looks like, so true mystics learn to live serenely with the unknowing, the mystery, the sense of ambiguity, and paradox. A paradox is the mystic's constant companion on the contemplative path. Mystics live in the heart of paradox and possibility. So I wrote a poem. Really vulnerable this morning, huh? The mystical experience. The mystical experience is not clearly defined, sometimes lost in the forest, sometimes an uphill climb. Abandon this journey, I do refuse, for my journey continues. Turning back now? No, there is no excuse. allowing the light to shine down on me, lighting the way that before me I see. That's my phone. She's got it. Come on, I'm busy. I'm sorry. For the journey continues, turning back now, no, there is no excuse. Allowing the light to shine down on me, lighting the way that before me I see. Sharing my love with all my sisters and brothers. They then share their love with one another. My journey is full of all things holistic. We all share our love as we are all mystics. Thank you.
So out of my own curiosity, and so that I can kind of know where I'm starting with here this morning, a show of hands of how many of you have already experienced a sound immersion, a sound meditation, or a sound bath before. Wonderful, that's amazing. So that means that today, through the power of group meditation, we're going to be able to go even deeper. And it's such a beautiful opportunity today as we delve into this theme of mysticism. It's a beautiful opportunity for us to connect with our heart space, and we're going to start with doing that. Because when we soften our hearts and when we allow love to flow in, then we don't have to try. We're in that moment of receiving, and that's what we're going to focus on today. It's just receiving. Instead of trying to visualize, instead of trying to connect to the divine, to just allow ourselves to receive vibrations of harmony, to sync naturally with our own breath, with the beautiful sounds that surround us, that will surround us this morning. And then to allow whatever comes to you to come to you. It's a process of being a child again, of activating our imagination. And in that imagination, we're not forcing, we're just receiving and then playing. So I invite you to consider all of this as we begin. I'm going to guide you through a few exercises here with your breath, just to bring your nervous system back down to rest. Open to receiving the sound vibrations. I'm going to lead you through a bit of a visualization and then leave you most of the time with just the sounds. I really encourage you to close your eyes through at least part of the experience so you can have a deeper listening experience and really be in a space to receive any messages from your heart space. At the end of the meditation, I'll be bringing you out of it. So all you have to do is enjoy and relax today. So I invite us all to begin together by taking a nice, I'm sorry about that, that is not, I'm not sound therapy there. I'm going to invite us all to take a nice deep breath in and to simply begin to observe where your body is in this moment. Planting your feet firmly upon the earth. And as you take another deep breath in, I'd like you to begin to stretch out your arms. However feels good to you, becoming aware of how your arms feel in this moment, and if there's a way to relax them even further. Right? Tensing them and relaxing them. Tensing them and relaxing them, all on your own time and in your own way. Just feeling out your arms. like you to do this with your toes, just gently curling them and stretching them out. Curling them and stretching them out. That's it. On your next breath, I'd like you to bring one of your hands towards your heart. Just placing your palm on your heart and your other palm on your belly. In this moment, you are here to provide yourself with nurturing in a way that only you can do. So taking a nice deep inhale and allowing the sound vibrations in to your heart space in this moment. Just notice how they feel here. Then I wonder if there is a way for you to be kinder to yourself, more gentle, softer in the way that you speak with yourself, feeling into all of your body and adjusting whatever muscles you need to be even more comfortable. In this moment, there is nothing for you to do but continue to connect here with your heart, noticing the natural rise and fall of your belly as you inhale and slowly exhale. And letting out all of the air in your lungs as you continue this. All together now, inhaling and expanding our chests. And then letting out a nice long sigh of relief out the mouth. All on your own time, finding your way to a nice expansive breath. And all on your own time, letting out a nice deep sigh of relief out the mouth. Letting go in this moment of all the things of the outside world. I invite you to allow your hands to rest now, wherever they feel comfortable, but continuing to notice the sounds, softening each muscle. From your head, all the way down to your toes. Beginning to notice the sound waves flowing over your body, noticing how they show up for you in this moment. This could be very different from any other times that you've experienced sound. And I just would like you to have an open heart full of curiosity to how the sounds will show up for you today. On your next inhale, if you have not closed your eyes already, I invite you to do so now. Allowing the sound waves to carry you into a beautiful space. This is a space somewhere in nature, and I don't know how this place is going to show up for you today, but in this moment I do know this, that here, in this space of safety, of peace and lightness, here you are surrounded by gifts from nature, gifts that inspire your heart with peace and lightness. So take your time today to visualize in detail the things that bring your heart nurturing, restoration, consider the colors that might come. feel of the air across your skin. How the earth feels underneath your feet. The texture, the temperature. Looking up at the sky above, how does the sky show up for you here in your inner sanctuary? And here in your sacred space, I invite you to simply allow yourself to be at play, calling in all the things that you're missing, sending love from your heart space to all the gifts that surround you, and allowing yourself to be in this vibration again and again, flowing back to it, moment after moment. And somewhere here, within your beautiful sanctuary, if you deeply listen, you will begin to hear the whispers of your heart. these sensations in your body. They are here now in the memory of yourselves, accessible to you whenever you most need them. Simply by taking in a deep breath and an even longer exhale, closing your eyes and remembering, simply remembering the beauty that surrounds you. Exhale. Taking another deep breath in, with one hand over your heart, being as gentle with yourself as you can be towards others. And on your next inhale, I invite you to send the color of love, whatever that looks like for you in this moment. Send that color out into the space around you. Letting the sounds flow from head to toe. With every exhale, sending it out just a little further. All in your own time. Letting it begin to pervade the entire room. What a beautiful thing it is to allow yourself to receive kindness, softness, love, and in that vibration to be one with all of creation. So allowing yourself to feel into your body, to notice what has changed in your body since you first began your journey. Letting in a deep inhale, expanding your lungs one more time. And a nice sigh of relief out the mouth. You have the permission to return to these vibrations again and again and again. When you are good and ready, I invite you to direct the sounds with the power of your breath all the way down into your toes now, beginning to make gentle movement with your feet as you are ready, teaching your body to move at a slower pace, sending all these good vibrations into your fingertips and stretching out your palms and your wrists. Feeling what it is to be with your hands right now. Letting them vibrate with love. And when you are good and ready, stretching out any other parts of you that are calling to you as you allow your body to awaken back to this dimension. You have done such a beautiful thing for yourself. To take this morning to be vulnerable, to be open, to allow love to flow through. And you can return to this space here within you whenever you need. Thank you for flowing with me, for flowing with love, and for holding space for each and every person here today. Namaste.
Hello, everyone. I'm Kathleen. I'm Kathleen Frankert. I'm a licensed spiritual practitioner here at the center, and it's my privilege to, on behalf of the community, thank Pedro and Zoe this morning for this beautiful, beautiful experience. And let's show them our love and appreciation. I almost didn't want to interrupt the space. It was so beautiful. The vibration is amazing. But that's what we get to do here at our beautiful Center for Spiritual Living Cultural Coast. We get to create a space for these kinds and all kinds of experiences related to deepening our spiritual awareness and our mystical aspects. You don't get to do those many places in life, right? But here we do. And we're so grateful that we have this opportunity, and this is our opportunity in return to give back to this space and to this place and to this ministry that we care so deeply about, and that we hope that will be available and attractive to others, because we believe that this is a consciousness that the world needs. And so as you take your gifts in your hand, and I invite those that are joining us online to do likewise, as you take your gift in your hand, and that could be virtual if you're providing a gift online, or if you're providing it in person as the basket is passed here. I just encourage you to bring that into your awareness and perhaps even hold it near your heart space. And know with me that this gift is more than the gift that it is. It represents an intention, it represents an expansion, it represents the opportunity to grow and to nurture something that is so very special to us. And in so doing, we know that the law of circulation brings it back to us multiplied abundantly. And so now I just encourage you and invite you to know with me our offering affirmation. I give thanks that I may share of my good, my love, and my support. And now Bobby's going to lead us in singing our affirmation.
Thank you, Kathleen. I receive the gift of life and pass it on. I receive the gift of love and pass it on. I receive the gift of joy and pass it on. I receive all good and pass it on. I receive the gift of life and pass it on. I receive the gift of love and pass it on. I receive the gift of joy and pass it on. I receive all good and pass it on.
Thank you so much for your gifts this morning. We surely do appreciate that. I have a couple of announcements. At the beginning of the service, Reverend Teresa invited us to create an intention for this hour. And I invite you now to think about creating an intention for the coming year. Dr. Michael Beckwith writes that most of us do not suffer from attention deficit disorder. We suffer from intention deficit disorder. And what better way to set an intention for our lives and in the coming year than a class here at our center. And we have two upcoming that would contribute to that for you, and I invite you to consider it. One is starting on January 9th, I will be teaching the Spiritual Principles and Practices class. This is a 5-week introduction to what we learn and teach here at the Center for Spiritual Living Cultural Coast. It looks at the spiritual principles for 5 different weeks. We look at a spiritual principle and we explore a practice. about how to bring that spiritual principle more into our lives. So we look at the spiritual principles of cause and effect and circulation and others. And then we also get a chance to get on the playing field of life and try them out. Reverend Ernest Holmes, or Dr. Ernest Holmes, the architect of our philosophy, said, don't take my word for it. Go out and prove it for yourself, and this is the opportunity to do that. It's a 5-week class. It meets on Tuesday evenings from 6 to 8:30. And a flyer with more information is available over here. You can sign up for it there. You can see me after this service if you have questions, or if you have questions online, you can find this flyer in our weekly newsletter and email me at the address there. The second class is being offered by our Reverend Teresa, and it is a more advanced course, and it is called the Essential Ernest Holmes, and that will start on January 10th, and that is a 10-week course, and we study using the Essential Ernest Holmes book by Reverend Jesse Jennings. This is a great opportunity to deepen your awareness and understanding of the great teachings and writings of Ernest Holmes, and how these teachings and writings are still relevant in our world today. So more on that is available on our website, in our weekly newsletter, a flyer also here in the room. Reverend Teresa is available for questions about that as well. Just a couple of other things. I mentioned the newsletter a couple times. If you don't get the newsletter, please sign up on our website to receive that. You get lots of information every Thursday about what's going on at the center. And you can also sign up on Facebook as well. The Spiritual Living Circle meets every Wednesday at 7 o'clock. That's led by Jim Grove, one of our licensed spiritual practitioners. We read and study and discuss a weekly article from the Science of Mind magazine. So more about that in the newsletter as well. And finally, I am available as the practitioner of the day. For anyone who would like to have some one-on-one prayer support, I'll meet you over here on my right, your left. There's also an opportunity to place a prayer request in the prayer basket, and the practitioners here, we have 12 in our center now, and those practitioners will hold your intention for whatever is on your heart for the coming week. With that, I just thank you so much for being here today, for joining us. Have a wonderful week, everybody. And Pedro and Zoe are going to send us out with a great song.
Clouds of white, bright blessed day, dark sacred nights, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see trees of green, roses too. I see them bloom from me to you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. With the colors of the rainbow so pretty in the sky, also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry. I watch them grow. They'll see much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. What a wonderful world.